the onset of NIL and the transfer portal, it is allowing players to develop further in college, and guys that would maybe be stuck on the bench at a power program and not have as much shine are having the ability to find themselves in the spotlight.
Lane Kiffin came out and said we need to get bigger and more physical in terms of the offensive defensive lines, and that's why he went out and recruited that talent.
Inside the transfer portal, only on SportsGrid.
And now you have to qualify, and these majors, you got to go do it, man. Like, and it just comes off really petty to sit up there and be like, I'm not.
You know what you signed up for. So I don't like the pettiness, and I 100% think Taylor Gooch should be in the major championships. Mm-hmm. So in the same note, I'm saying this, but also it's like, hey, this is the world in which we live in right now, and you don't deserve anything.
Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell, coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage late
This sort of
night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
It's SportsRage. I am Morency. Cannot believe I didn't listen to my own advice and take this game to go to overtime. I said, man, can't believe you're still getting these odds. Well, it's just the value of it, Cam. But sometimes I'll blindly do it, like, and I'm willing to lose. Like, a lot of times I'll be like, yeah, whatever, I'll just do it no matter what side I'm on. Mm-hmm. But I'm all business. I've had a good day. I got the Oilers plus 2.5 and alt line parlays. We hit the over the basketball game. So I was like, you know what? Instead of being super aggressive, like even with the NBA game, I'll often bet, like I'll start chasing the in-game totals, and I'm like, I'm going to hit this. It'll be higher scoring even. And I didn't feel like that tonight. I was like, you know what? We hit the over, we'll stand pat. We hit this, we'll stand pat. Also what it was, because I went 5-0 today in the International World Hockey Championships, and underdogs too. I took the Czech Republic to beat the USA at plus 110, plus 120. Finland, Sweden under the number at plus 120, under 4.5, 2-1 in overtime. Final score. Now Dallas are pressing in the final seconds of the game. Let's bring in Rafael Esparza right now. As we're officially going to overtime, Rafael. Good to see you, my man. Hey, Rafael Esparza, Doc Sports in the house. Doctor, give me the news. What's up? What's up, Raf?
What's up, Gabe? How you been? Congratulations on a 5-0.
Yeah, the World Hockey Championships. I saw it clearly today. Really enjoyable. I think me and maybe Ian Cameron are like the only two people in the world betting on it, like in North America, I should say. Not the world, in North America.
I heard you guys talking about the golf earlier today. I had to do I did some stuff for the PGA this weekend. I did a golf show for Charles Schwab. So it was a very interesting, the most golf research I did since I was a head odds maker over at MyBookie and worked at MGM. I've never done so much research for this. And it was funny because our last 5 champions, everyone has been either 35 or higher. And everyone was taking all these big or all these low favorites when this course, his greens got ripped up. This is brand new greens. It's pretty much a brand new course. So I don't know why everyone kept on saying Scheffler was going to be the easy one when it's a brand new course. No one's actually played that.
Great call, Raphael. When you see Scotty Scheffler, Gabe, hitting a green, and he went up to his caddy, what the hell? Because the ball stopped. and it was 60 feet away. He goes, what the hell's going on here? Like, and then he started cracking up because he usually puts that shot within 6. Good call, Raphael. Like, all those guys who played in the afternoon, they were having a lot of problems with the greens, Gabe, and you said it too before the start of the tournament. Watch out for the old crafty guys. Even Kuchar's under par, and Martin Laird and all these guys. It's a very, very small course at Colonial. You got to keep it in play. Homa was 8 over today, Morency. 8 over is one of the favorites. Shot himself out of the tournament.
You know what's crazy? How close everybody is, too. It's funny. They go to Valhalla and they post these mini putt scores. Now they come to this course and it's like -4 only.
Exactly. It's crazy.
And it's going to be the weather this weekend. It's going to feel like 105 degrees on Saturday and Sunday because it's supposed to be really hot and humid. So that has to affect the golfers too on Saturday and Sunday.
Good call.
So you said a lot of exotic and entertainment props and numbers. Have you set a number, Raphael? Who's the next PGA golfer to be arrested?
No, but I did have to. I was the one that they did the Rory McIlroy next girlfriend odds, and so I did.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah, I did that.
See, we were kidding about that the other day, that there would be odds, and you said it. So who's on the list?
Who would you pick?
I threw out Taylor Swift, but I was kidding. But who's on the list?
She was top 5. The girlfriend that he was dating. The girlfriend he was dating or cheating on or whatever and all that, I didn't even have her on the list because I was doing so much research that I saw her name and I had no idea who it was. So
and I can't believe I'm going to admit I know this because I've stayed away. I've said, I don't care. I'm not getting involved in his personal stuff. But I can't avoid it. Barillos or something like that, right, Raphael? There's a report, Cam. I don't know, for people who watch the golf networks and stuff, I'll get you her name. People are insane. They've caught on that there's this blonde girl. She's a golf reporter. They caught on that she hasn't been wearing her wedding ring recently.
Yep.
And they're catching on that her and Rory have been pretty friendly on the tour in interviews and stuff.
One-on-one.
Rory's Rory's granting access that he won't give me or you, Cam. Hey, Rory, can I get a one-on-one? No.
Yeah, I get it. That's the best. Who would you?
Can I get an interview? Oh, over dinner, of course. Yeah.
Well, Gabe and Raphael, I'll ask you this then. If you were to put odds for the next PGA guy arrested, Gabe, who would you pick? I got a guy in my head. I'm just saying, who would you put? I'm going with Billy Horschel. He would be my guy.
One.
Yeah, that's.
I was going to say Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed's a good pick. He's probably the favorite.
It's not a bad call, Cam. I can picture Patrick Reed pushing someone.
Yeah.
Maybe a few too many drinks one night after coming home from Buffalo Wild Wings or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. You could be on the favorite.
I'm gonna say little Ricky Fowler. I mean, the way he's been playing lately.
Speeding on his boat? What's he gonna do? Speeding on the yacht.
Driving. Yeah. That's the best.
Here it is. Details of Rory McIlroy and Erica Stoll's prenup emerged with a $22 million Florida mansion on the line. Amid Golf Stars links to CBS's Amanda Balionis.
Oh, Balionis. Or actually, her name is
Balionis.
Oh, boy. So you're telling me that Amanda Balionis, because Raphael and Gabe, she was Amanda Renner. She was she was Balionis for Renner. Okay, now I see what's coming. So she's divorced her, and now she's talking to Rory. This is a big story, actually, Gabe. She's the one who does all the interviews on CBS with Nance and Immelman. She's the main reporter. She's the girl. Yeah.
And now people have found past interviews and stuff where you could read between the tea leaves. That. So there it is. So there's your odds. Could I get in on this? Is she on the list? Because there it is.
Oh, Balionis. Yeah, I'm in.
Paige Spironic was the favorite at 8-1 with Holly Welsh. We made those two the favorites. And like I said, you know what? The most money came in was Lucy Robinson and Emma Watson. We had a lot of tickets written on those two.
Paige Spiranac doesn't need Rory's money.
I don't know who that.
No.
Oh, she's golfing in Lingerie, Gabe. Like she's like this super
Who Paige I know who Paige Spiranac is.
Yeah. The other ones I don't know about either. So okay.
She's dating some Wall Street hedge fund guy. Just for the record, see. I know everything.
Hey, Gabe, one of the main reasons why I was so happy to join you today, because most U.S. books will have this up probably either tomorrow or the next day, because I sent them in. CFL total season wins for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. We've been talking to see if I'm actually rocking a Edmonton Elk.
Yes, that's
I got a buddy
I
that's
was so happy I saw you.
I got a buddy that's a scout now with the Elks. He hooked me up with some gear, which is cool. And let me throw something at you, though, Ralph. You've been around.
I get the numbers.
No, well, we'll get to it in a second, but you've been around the business a long time. There's something in the fight game that's always interesting, like this Ryan Garcia stuff. Now his test comes back positive again. It's negative, it's positive, it's negative, it's positive. It doesn't even matter anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
So, like, but the whole thing is, it's the one tricky thing in the fight game. Whoever's announced the winner in the ring, that's the winner after. Doesn't matter if the guy gets busted with a pound of heroin after the fight. He won the fight.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
It's like, oh, he did crack before the fight. He smoked crack. It's like, well, he was announced the winner in the ring. But I'm always fascinated by that. Because a lot of people are asking me, oh, Morency, I get my money back if he cheated? I'm like, no, you don't.
Maybe FanDuel might give you a refund since they refund everything.
Yeah.
They don't like me. They try to take me out of the Super Bowl.
Except people that deserve to be refunded. We said that. They had they did a thing 3 years ago, Raphael, where they refunded everybody that bet on Mitchell Trubisky to be the MVP. I'm like, why? Like, anybody that bet on Mitch Trubisky to be the MVP doesn't deserve their money back. They deserve, like, to lose all their money.
A one.
Like,
the 1-800 problem gambling number they didn't need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, they never refund people for, like, a half-point bad beat loss.
No.
Speaking of bad beats, Messi not playing in Vancouver on Saturday, but jump in on the Whitecaps.
Yeah.
With the onset of NIL and the transfer portal, it is allowing players to develop further in college, and guys that would maybe be stuck on the bench at a power program and not have as much shine are having the ability to find themselves in the spotlight.
Lane Kiffin came out and said we need to get bigger and more physical in terms of the offensive defensive lines, and that's why he went out and recruited that talent.
Inside the transfer portal, only on SportsGrid.
And now you have to qualify, and these majors, you got to go do it, man. Like, and it just comes off really petty to sit up there and be like, I'm not.
You know what you signed up for. So I don't like the pettiness, and I 100% think Taylor Gooch should be in the major championships. So in the same note, I'm saying this, but also it's like, hey, this is the world in which we live in right now, and you don't deserve anything.
Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell, coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage late
This sort of
night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
This is SportsRage. I am Morency. We're kicking it. Raphael Esparza and House Cam Stewart kicking with us. So let me ask you, Raph, what's the golf handle like? What do you see is the popularity of golf betting? Stuff like Scotty Scheffler getting arrested was good for the sport. People just talked about it more. And with all the talk about like how live hurts and, you know, it split up the tour and stuff, in a way it has people talking about golf a lot. I was almost thinking you're a wrestling guy. It's not quite the Monday Night Wars, but competition is good, isn't it, for anything? But you just said that, you did more golf research and stuff than you normally have. But the people in the industry that you talk to, what's the golf betting handle like? Like, where's golf in the betting landscape right now?
It's on a little bit of a rise. This week was kind of weird because you're coming off a great PGA championship. I'll use the wrestling themes. We came from WrestleMania, and this Charles Schwab is Backlash. So it's a bad phrase. You have playoff games going on. Don't forget, you have a big race weekend. You have Formula One. You got Indy 500, NASCAR. So
it's the golf, race week.
I would say golf handle is going to be really, really bad. But if you're a golf bettor, you figure the limits are going to be low, so they're going to be moving numbers like 20, 25 cents on a let's say $500 bet when they would move it on a $1,000 bet. So you might get a better number because of the action may not be there. But this is a bad week for golfing because they're just going to get overdrawn by NHL, NBA, everything that's rolling on the track, Formula One, Indy 500, stuff like that. So this is a bad weekend for golf bettors. But there's some great value if you look at it, because the odds makers are not going to be looking at these head-to-head matchups. They're probably not even going to put up any different matchups than we normally see.
Tony Finau's favorite to win the tournament now at plus 750. Morikawa is plus 850. Harman is 10-1. Scheffler's 10-1. Straka is 22-1. Bazoudenhout is 25-1. Charlie Hoffman's 25-1. Keegan Bradley's 28-1. S.H. Kim is 28-1. A lot of big numbers here, Cam. What's your play here?
Well, we
picked Morikawa.
We did.
I picked Morikawa before, so
yeah, we got Morikawa at 15 with the boost, and we got Harman at 40, Gabe. So looking at those guys around that list, if the course is going to play the way it is, I'd say Christian Bazoudenhout could be a guy to look after. He's
that was one of Brady's guys too.
Yeah, he was. He was 55-1, I think, off the top. South African golfer who plays well on small tracks. Won in Spain at Valderrama. A very, very good ball striker. It's about his putter. And Raphael was talking about, you're getting good numbers with these guys. And some of these guys who not bet golf like me every week don't even know who they are. So it's one of these things where one of these mid-pack guys could do well. I'd watch out for him. I'm not sure. I think all this stuff might have caught up to Scheffler. You're never going to get him at 10-1 again. But right as it stands right now, he's 7 shots off the pace.
Phoenix Mercury are leading right now.
Numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially at his popularity now too. Such a public fan. I just want to say 53-46. What about WNBA, Rafa? You caught up in a Caitlin Clark hype and all the rookie wave in the WNBA? I will say that I noticed more casual people are betting on it than they have in past years.
The handle's been through the roof. I think the first game they had more handle than 3 of the baseball games that were on the schedule that day. So the handle's been completely nuts. I think it's good. And if they keep on losing, they're going to flip the script. Now they're going to probably talk about, okay, maybe Paige Buckets from UConn. Maybe they can get her in the back. Can you imagine Paige and Caitlin Clark in the backcourt with Indiana? If they continue to lose and they may be another number 1 pick, they're going to flip the script and say, hey, you know what? Now who are they going to draft coming up? Because it's a nice class in college women's basketball coming out next year as well, including Paige Buckets.
Oh, it's a great point. And, one of the plays I gave, too, I love the Fever win total under 21.5. Like, there's no way in hell this team is winning 22 games. They're not going 22-18, and they're already 0-5. So, they're done. Like, they're not winning 22 games. Like, but with that being stated, at what point can we start buying in? It's going to be a big game in Vegas, guys, on Saturday night against the Las Vegas Aces. Although this isn't the one that they moved to T-Mobile. They're playing again in July. But, yeah, the Fever are getting 12.5 points, Ralph, and the Aces have been upset this week. The total is 172.5. And let's remember, too, is Aja Wilson, who's talked the most smack about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I feel bad for Indiana because you figured of Vegas losing to Phoenix on their home court. So they're going to be pretty PO'd on this game. I think the total, if it drops, I may have to look at the over on this one. It's 172.5. I think the total might drop a little bit, but yeah, I feel bad for the Fever. They're going to be 0-6 because AJ and Plum, they're going to be all over Caitlin Clark. And like I said, coming off a bad loss to Phoenix at home, they're going to be very upset.
And there was an announcement at WNBA today that the city of Toronto getting a franchise is about time. But they also announced that basically they're going to play games in Montreal and Vancouver as well. like regular season games. The owner said, we want this to be Canada's team, not just in name. He goes, we're going to play regular season games in Montreal and Vancouver, take a little heat off of selling so many tickets in one city as well. Do we have the clip today of the Prime Minister of Canada taking an unprovoked shot at the commissioner of the National Hockey League?
NBA
All right,
Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, thank you so much, Kathy, for all your leadership, for being here today. You're much taller than Gary Bettman. I'm really gonna like working with you significantly.
He's such a. It's so bad. Press you right. That was a horrible delivery. Horrible delivery.
Yeah, but it's just
Trudeau.
awkward. You're putting this lady in a tough spot. Like, what do you want me to make fun of the NHL commissioner? Yeah. And well, we wonder in Canada, Raphael, while Gary Bettman doesn't give a team back to Canada. Even the Prime Minister's taking shots at him. That's why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The hatred goes deep.
Yes,
but a fantastic line. So that's a fantastic line.
That's great.
You know what, though? Trudeau's not very popular in the polls. So I think he figures, you know what? No one likes Bettman. He's even more unpopular to me. So I'll use Bettman.
Exactly.
If I was Trudeau's advisor, I'll give you some free advice. You should just campaign on a hockey team. Say, yeah, we're trying turn Gary Bettman into your opponent. People will get behind you. You use hockey.
Has he come out dating anybody news? Because I had that list of who he's going to date.
You got a poll for him too. You got odds for this coming up too.
Somebody from the WNBA. There we go. Trudeau, the basketball player.
Meghan Markle. What are the odds on that?
No way.
With the onset of NIL and the transfer portal, it is allowing players to develop further in college, and guys that would maybe be stuck on the bench at a power program and not have as much shine are having the ability to find themselves in the spotlight.
Lane Kiffin came out and said you need to get bigger and more physical in terms of the offensive defensive lines, and that's why he went out and recruited that talent.
Inside the transfer portal, only on SportsGrid.
And now you have to qualify, and these majors, you got to go do it, man. And it just comes off really petty to sit up there and be like, I'm not.
You know what you signed up for. So I don't like the pettiness, and I 100% think Taylor Gooch should be in the major championships.
Mm-hmm.
So in the same note, I'm saying this, but also it's like, hey, this is the world in which we live in right now, and you don't deserve anything.
Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell, coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage late
This sort of
night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
The Edmonton Oilers are in some trouble here right now. Big save, Skinner. It's an extended power play. Still 3 minutes left on the power play to start overtime as well. You got fast ice. It's a lethal combination. Power play, extra man advantage, fast ice. Edmonton are in really tough. Dallas beat Skinner, but it hit the post. It got past them, and It hit kind of the inside of the post, but didn't go in. It bounced out in a weird manner, and they just teed up a blast through traffic from the slot, and Skinner came up with a big save. Skinner's been very good tonight. Stars 26 shots on goal, but there's been legitimate scoring opportunities. Any action for you, Raphael, on this hockey game?
I played the under. I laid the heavy chalk on 6.5, and I played 6. I figured Dallas at home, their defense. I'm not sold on McDavid. I mean, 1 shot on goal his last game. He does not look like McDavid-ish. So I went with the under. Like I said, I played minus 147. I think on the under 6.5, and I laid the 6 this morning. So I was just thinking it was going to be an under game.
I think he had like 7 assists against the Canucks. I went to 2 of the games. But you're right.
Nice.
I'll be honest with you. And that was at the last. That was at Game 7, and I had good seats at both of them, like kind of ice level, my eye on everything. And there were times where like you wonder if he was in a game, right? It'd be like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, I didn't even notice 97, right? And if they're gonna have any chance against Dallas, I said it last night too. Like he needs to score 2 goals. Like he needs to have he needs to like steal a couple of games where it's like, I'm Connor McDavid, remember? And this is why everyone says I'm the best. But he's got to step up. Like, you know, Austin Matthews gets killed. Like, you know, a lot of guys get really, really criticized. Yet McDavid's one of these guys where everybody else on the team gets criticized. Well, he needs help. It's like, dude, they have a lot of talent. Like, don't give me this like they need help stuff. Like, they don't have a star goalie, but they have a ton of talent, this team. They're as good as anybody.
Draisaitl has a 13-game point streak, and Hyman's the best scorer on the team. So you tell me,
they got a 50-goal score that's not even McDavid or Draisaitl. They have Leon Draisaitl, a former MVP. Evander Kane's a badass. Bouchard's got the best shot in the league and has the highest defenseman point per game average since like Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? Like at some point,
you want more guys?
Hey, exactly. No, at some point, Draisaitl and McDavid, you two have to score.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
With you 100%. CC and Holloway and these guys. No, man. Like you guys are the ones that make all the money. You got to score.
I was a little shocked that some Edmonton money came in late on this game. I thought Dallas
money
was coming in late.
That was me. Yeah, that's great.
I should have known.
Well, maybe it was recency bias that I just saw them actually. So, but and not to mention DeBoer and the Stars are 0-5 in game 1s. So speaking of basketball tonight, the total got there tonight, Raphael. Little bit of a concern, man. It dipped down to like 211 in game tonight, but it did finally end up going over the number. Boston end up getting it done. What were your thoughts on the game tonight?
I was sweating because I had Indiana total points in the game 107.5. I'm like in the fourth quarter, I'm thinking there's no way this is going to happen because their last 10 games against Boston, I think they were averaging 118 points. So I'm thinking, wow, I can't believe the odds makers still left it at 107.5. I thought it was going to be like 108.5, even maybe 109. But then the way they've been playing in the second half, I'm like, there's no way. So me cashing that ticket for them scoring 110 points, I thought it was a gem. I was leaning towards Boston. I figured Indiana, they let one get away. How was their mental game? So I was going to take maybe Boston first half, but I just left my Pacer play 110 or 107.5 team total. But it didn't shock me that the Celtics blew them away. I think Indiana's done with. I think mentally they're done.
I think they'll bounce back. I don't think they're going to win the series, but I think they're going to. I think they have a game in them at home. And look, so the number I see is 7 right now. The Boston Celtics are laying 7 points, which I'm going to be on the Pacers. I'll be on the Pacers on Saturday night. But the total, Raphael, is 224. So it wasn't pretty, but it ends up going over rather, by the number-wise. It went over again by, 12 points tonight or whatever. And they set 224 again. The Pacers are better at home offensively. You don't want to talk about team totals. They're going to hit more shots at home. They're going to play faster at home. They're going to be more in a rhythm and stuff. Doesn't mean that Boston won't be able to score. I'm riding the over again, bro. I'm 2-0 in this series with the over. I'm going to keep on riding it.
It'll be 225 when you wake up tomorrow. I can guarantee you. And this one will probably close around 226, 226.5. I think it's a horrible number on the total. I missed the 224.5 or 224, and it's pretty much 224.5 in most places. Bet Online just moved it to 224, so crazy.
More on the other side.
the onset of NIL and the transfer portal, it is allowing players to develop further in college, and guys that would maybe be stuck on the bench at a power program and not have as much shine are having the ability to find themselves in the spotlight.
Lane Kiffin came out and said you need to get bigger and more physical in terms of the offensive defensive lines, and that's why he went out and recruited that talent.
Inside the transfer portal, only on SportsGrid.
And now you have to qualify, and these majors, you got to go do it, man. Like, and it just comes off really petty to sit up there and be like, I'm not.
You know what you signed up for. So I don't like the pettiness, and I 100% think Taylor Gooch should be in the major championships. So in the same note, I'm saying this, but also it's like, hey, this is the world in which we live in right now, and you don't deserve anything.
Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell, coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage
This
late
sort of
night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
This is SportsRage. I'm Morency, so we're in overtime here. This has been the best line. I tell you what, like the two dudes that have caused the most havoc every time they're on the ice, Holloway and Kane. And, I never really ever pay attention to Holloway before, and then I see him live, and I'm like, who is this dude? And then, boom, he crashed, boom, wins the battle. And I'm like, who is it? And I'm like, Holloway again. This guy's having a nice playoffs. And Evander Kane is really playing well as well, but he needs somebody to bang it in. If you'll notice, Kane is like, he's winning the battles behind the net. He's taking the body. Every time Kane's on the ice, the puck is like buzzing around Dallas's net. Somebody's got to freaking make a play on Edmonton. Kane nearly just did it himself. He just shot the puck, got his own rebound, but missed the net on the rebound. Oilers just killed off a major penalty. We'll see if they can ride the wave here. So, you agree, Raphael, as far as the over the basketball game, but you don't have a lot of faith in the Pacers moving forward here?
I would say we're here and grab that 7. I mean, because I don't think that 7's going to be around. I feel more comfortable with the total because you figure the role players of Indiana are going to play so much better at home. The 3-ball would hit so much better for the role players at home. So, yeah, I like the total more than I like the Pacers. The Pacers have to show me something. I think mentally they might be a little laggish, but their offense is always going to be there because of the 3-ball. Their bench needs to show up at home.
Yeah, Miles Turner disappeared tonight, coming off that big game too, right? Siakam freaking brought it, though. I'll tell you that. The total, all right, so we got the Mavericks. What do you think about the Mavericks and the T-Wolf game? It's 5 and 207 right now.
Yeah, I probably think bounce back. I would look at 5. I don't want to lay it. I was hoping it would stay at 4.5 when it first opened, but I figured the public would be all over the zigzag effect. You lose one game, you're going to come back and win the other one. So I'm looking to play Minnesota. I'm waiting to see if I can get any better line movement. And I think the total's right. I made the total myself like 208, so it came out 207.5, now 207. So I don't see any value on the total.
I played the over in game 1 and got there. I'm going to do it again. You could argue that it's correlated, right? Minnesota to the under, Dallas to the over more so. Yeah. Minnesota whole teams to like 100 points a game generally, but yeah, it's tough to hold Dallas. You're going to get 60 from Doncic and from Kyrie. So as long as the other guys can chip in, they're going to crack, they're going to get to the 110s, I think. I think it comes down to the wire tomorrow, this game. I think it's coming down to the wire again. I'm going to take the 5 points. Like you said, everybody's going to be on the T-Wolves tomorrow because of the zigzag, and there's no way they're going to lose the first two at home and all that. But we brought it up earlier. Remember in the Denver series, Denver and Minnesota, the home team lost the first 4 games.
Yep. I can guarantee you a lot of Minnesota money line bets.
Yeah, we'll wait. So good advice to wait if you want to bet on the Dallas Mavericks. So overtime continues. We'll keep our eye on this. So, Rafael, you're excited about the CFL. I tell you what, I'm fired up for the CFL. I'm excited to know that you've got some win totals here. I've already got my eye on a few teams already that I'm looking to fade. I'm looking to bet on, looking to pick on and stuff. So what are your numbers for us? What do you got?
BC is over under 11.5, pretty much flat, 115. I'm sure most books will probably put up minus 120 on that one. Calgary over under 7, probably even money on that one on the over. Edmonton over under 6.5, probably lay 3 nickels on either side on that one. Wow, minus 142. That's a lot. That's a big number for the over on that one. I would look at taking the other side. Hamilton over under 8.5. I like the over on this, and this one of the ones I'm probably going to jump on. I like the T-Cats this year. I thought the total was a little bit off on that one. Montreal over under 10.5. That the number was pretty much correctly. I was maybe looking at maybe the under, but wow, if you can get minus 113 on the under instead of minus 120, where most people have it, I would probably look at that one. Ottawa over under 6.5, perfect number. I don't think I see any value on that one. And then the Rough Riders, here's another one I'll probably play over 8. It's minus 125 on that one. Wow, 7.5 minus 122. That's crazy. I'll take that all day long. Is that a Canadian book? Because I might have to see if you guys give me some action on that one.
Exactly. I love that. That was amazing. Yeah,
Different.
take the over,
Sometimes I can't get the numbers that are on our screen. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I wish if the numbers were on our screen. But,
no,
Dave, it's interesting too because Calgary was 6.5, and you got a flat 7, right, Raphael? I like we're talking under with the Stampeders. Yeah, look at that number too, Gabe.
Yeah.
They're all different. Interesting.
And you're getting even money on the under too, on 7.
I think it's right around. Don't forget, they play 18 games, everybody, right? You know that, Raphael, but I'm sure for people who are tuning in, it's not 17 games, 16 games. They play 18 games. So it wouldn't shock me if the Stampeders won 8 games and were 8-10 or 7-11. Listen, if Saskatchewan are healthy, they're going to be improved. The Tiger Cats are interesting. They're kind of flying under the radar. They've been like amongst the favorites over the last couple of years. Both they got big money quarterback on Bo Levi Mitchell, but I question how much he has left in the tank. I think BC this year are all in. They're hosting a Grey Cup. They just got to go 12-6. But that Alouette play that you talked about at 10.5, dude, don't forget the Argonauts lost one of their best players in Ouellette. Chad Kelly is suspended for the first 9 weeks of the season.
Oh, I forgot.
And Ottawa aren't very good. So Montreal really probably will win 11, 12 games this year.
I'll take that 8.5 though. I'll wire you guys some money.
What for the Argos?
With an 8.5 number.
Amazing.
The CFL is great league, fun league to bet on. Like I said, for me, man, I mean, get the BC Lions at plus 600 to win the championship. They're going to be playing the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. It's going to come down to the Bombers and the BC Lions to get to the championship game. And then, you're in the championship game after that. And the teams from the West are better than the teams from the East. Doesn't mean they're going to win the Grey Cup, but they just are. Like Winnipeg and BC, if they played Montreal over and over, they'd probably beat them more often than not. Like BC played Montreal last year and smoked them. Right? The CFL is weird, bro. There's only 9 teams, Raph, right?
Yeah,
4 teams make the playoffs. Like teams with losing records win the championship sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like bad teams.
It's going to be very interesting with CFL numbers because they'll be competing with Olympics. So you're going to have Olympic soccer going on, men's basketball going on. So are the odds makers going to be really concentrating on CFL? Because you saw the Boys of Summer, Copa America. It's going to be very interesting. And Euros. on how they're going to focus on CFL. Are they going to be having low limits and move numbers drastically, or are they going to forget that CFL is even playing and they forgot to move a number and you have a great value?
What a summer it is. You talked about the Copa coming up, man. Argentina is playing Canada, I know, on June 20th. They get the defending world champions. But you got the Euro Cup as well. So you got the Copa, you got the Euro Cup. Euro starting in a couple of weeks, guys. And some people argue the Euro Cup is, it's basically the World Cup without Brazil and Argentina, essentially. Right? The Euro Cup is as elite tournament as it gets. And then you got the Olympics, Raphael, which basketball will take center stage, at least in North America, right? You know what I mean? And this is going to be like the most elite basketball tournament that we've ever seen. Like, you had the Dream Team before, but you've never had this many stars on so many different teams in one tournament before. Like, Luka, Jokic, SGA on Team Canada. The U.S. are stacked. Wembanyama's on France. Like, it's over the top, bro.
Spain's going to be stacked.
Spain.
This is
Luka, bro. Luka, they're good, too, internationally.
That's why I hate people doing a football countdown for NFL when you have a fantastic betting summer coming ahead, but people are worried about when the NFL is starting. Last time I checked, soccer tickets cash, it looks exactly like NFL tickets cash.
NFL, I got to figure out Saturday's MLS plays.
Exactly.
Don't worry about NFL. I'm like, so I got to do MLS on Saturday. What am I going to do? Tech Talk Sports, Raphael Esparza. Thanks, Raph. I got to get in on Rory's next girlfriend, too.
With the onset of NIL and the transfer portal, it is allowing players to develop further in college, and guys that would maybe be stuck on the bench at a power program and not have as much shine are having the ability to find themselves in the spotlight.
Lane Kiffin came out and said you need to get bigger and more physical in terms of the offensive defensive lines, and that's why he went out and recruited that talent.
Inside the transfer portal, only on SportsGrid.
And now you have to qualify, and these majors, you got to go do it, man. Like, and it just comes off really petty to sit up there and be like, I'm not.
You know what you signed up for. So I don't like the pettiness, and I 100% think Taylor Gooch should be in the major championships.
Mm-hmm.
So in the same note, I'm saying this, but also it's like, hey, this is the world in which we live in right now, and you don't deserve anything.
Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell, coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage
This
late
sort of
night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Well, this game's getting crazy, man. It's 2-2. We're in overtime. 35 shots on goal for the Oilers, 33 for the Stars, except this is where shots on goal can be deceptive. The Stars have had way more legitimate, crazy scoring opportunities than the Oilers have. And they're really taking it to them in overtime as well. Edmonton played a man down for like 5 minutes. They escaped that. They had a couple of chances, but Dallas have been pressing for the most part. But Edmonton can strike fast. And here's what do I say? Evander Kane. Yeah, Evander Kane's on the ice, and suddenly the puck is in Dallas's end of the ice. I keep on waiting for the so-called McJesus. Where are you at, McXavier?
Yeah, there's no McXavier.
Where is he? Like,
yeah, who's God? Holloway.
Serious. Make a play,
Holloway's,
bro. Make a play.
Holloway?
You're supposedly the Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux, and he's better than everybody. It's like, well, prove it. Go and do it.
Nathan McKinnon is a million times better than Connor McDavid, and I've said it my whole damn life, and he does everything better. But anyway, your boy Holloway, Gabe, he's from Calgary. Isn't that ironic? So Calgary playing for Edmonton and playing at Wisconsin. So he's a good NCAA player in Holloway, and you're right.
Scrappy player.
Line, yeah, very good. This line has been their best line, and that's what you need. That's the thing. A lot of the time, those guys, those third and fourth liners, they step up. Great call by you. Kane's been a monster. Holloway's been underrated.
Yeah, but there's never any sustained pressure when Draisaitl and McDavid are on the ice. Like, you don't notice them. And then you notice, like, oh, there's pressure now. It's like, oh, it's Evander Kane creating the pressure again. It's like Kane is the only one that consistently keeps on getting the puck, like, into the zone and getting in front of the net. But one thing I'll say, credit to the Dallas Stars. One thing they're doing a really good job at is they're not letting the Edmonton Oilers defensemen tee up shots. Edmonton scored a bunch of goals against Vancouver from the blue line, and CC can blast it. Bouchard can shoot it like 102, 103 miles an hour. It's like very hard to stop, but they won't take the shot if you're right in front of them. It's not about blocking it. Like, you're not blocking it. They won't shoot if you're so close to them because they'll get murdered. And then we all know you can't just randomly start shooting all the time. It'll bounce off someone's shin pads down the ice and create a breakaway at the other end.
Yeah.
So, like, they're warned. Unless you have the open, unless you're sure it's going to get through, don't, like, make sure it doesn't get – that's what, like, coaches hate, right? Like, when you do an irresponsible, I'm just going to tee it up, and then, it goes off someone's shin pad. Skinner is standing on his head. What a performance by Skinner.
Honestly, if Skinner wasn't in net, Dallas should be up like 3 or 4 goals quickly. I know Julio's coming up. Gabe, I just want to say one thing that's very important. Do you know who's playing against McDavid and nobody's even noticing? Wyatt Johnson is a kid, and he basically said, I want Draisaitl and McDavid, and shut him down all night. That's what I'm talking about. These young players, these other guys stepping up, they should be able to take them. But Dallas has said, we want their top line, and DeBoer's like, fine, you want it, you get it. So he's played great tonight against them defensively.
Good call. Good point. I tell you what, too, Skinner made a beautiful save in the game that he came back from after he got benched against Vancouver. It was a blocker. I remember I commented, I was like, man, that was a nice blocker save that he just made through traffic. He just made a really nice blocker save to stop a goal as well. At this point, though, they're not going to survive this overtime period at this rate. Dallas are going to score any minute. Like, unless Edmonton gets it the F out of their own zone. Julio Rosario steps up, and then who you on, Julio, in this game? Edmonton or Dallas?
I'm on the under 5.5, so I'm just waiting for this game to end so I can cash the ticket.
Good call.
But I'm pulling for Edmonton. I think Edmonton, this is the year where they're finally getting it all together and winning a cup. But as I'm watching this game and I watch Dallas take care of the Colorado Avalanche in the last series, Dallas are playing gritty hockey. They're playing the type of hockey that you need to play this time of year. So I wouldn't be shocked if this goes 7 games.
There's nothing really to do with the game now. It's minus 115 on both sides. So speaking of hockey, actually, International Ice Hockey World Championships were today. And we talked about it last night. Yeah, it was awesome, Julio. You saw it today. I know you got in on this stuff. Czech Republic, USA under 5.5, 1-0 final. We cashed that. We take the Czech Republic to win at plus 110 underdogs. They win the game 1-0. Sweden and Finland, we go under 4.5 at plus 120. 2-1 final score. We got some alt line plays. See, Edmonton's moving in here. See if you guys can make a play here. Oh my God. And was that McDavid who just got stopped too? It was. Oh my God, bro. I would have scored.
Let me
lift the damn puck.
Oh my God.
He had him.
Oh my God. I can't believe that. Yeah.
Dude, if that's anybody, he gets crucified for that. It's like, bro, the net was empty. Dude,
you know me, Morency?
you
And I don't say
hesitated. You hesitated. Now lift the puck. This is Connor McDavid.
I score there. Like I have
Yes.
hands. Like
I would have flicked it
even-
over. I
I'm
would have
not
been like,
even
boom,
being
boom.
asked to. Like that is embarrassing, bro. Like just lift the puck. You know what he did? He waited too long, and then it went off the end of the blade. That's why he couldn't get up. See, he fumbled
He
with
wanted
it
to
a
be
bit.
fancy. I know what he wanted to do. He wanted to get it
all you
and
do is
rip
put
it.
in.
Not be show off, but he wanted to get it and rip it.
Yes. I can't
But
believe
no,
that didn't
you just
go
got to
in.
tip it. Like, just touch it. Like, curl it in. Like, curling. Push it. Look, it's like, shoot it. Dude.
Sweep.
Oh, my God.
Sweep. Julio.
I can't believe I'm talking about he's got to make a play, and for the love of God, the puck gets gift wrapped to him.
I'm watching this again. This is unreal.
And Julio, that's like dropping a touchdown pass, Julio, in the end zone. That's like Jerry Rice
Wide
dropping
open
a touchdown pass.
pass.
Like, come on.
Got to give Orange credit, though. Got that stick in there. He just, got to raise it. Wow, what a game. This has been fantastic.
That was more McDavid screwing up, though. Like, that was a nice save, but he should have scored. He's going to be pissed if they lose this game. Like, he's going to rue this. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's nightmares. Nightmares.
Like you said, Julio, like you said, I think the Warriors going to win the series, but they're going to win the series. They need to win this game. Like,
oh, my God.
I
My feed is like 3 minutes behind you guys. I just saw it. Oh, my God.
Like in my world, Julio, you're slower than me. I love it. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't
tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Wow, Dallas dodged a bullet. That should have been a goal. Okay, so as we were saying, the World Hockey Championships, let's not live in the past. We'll move forward here. Mm-hmm. Sweden and the Czech Republic on Saturday. The total is 4.5. A lot like the PWHL, Julio. They're adjusting these totals on us. 4.5 right now. Sweden and the Czech Republic.
With the onset of NIL and the transfer portal, it is allowing players to develop further in college, and guys that would maybe be stuck on the bench at a power program and not have as much shine are having the ability to find themselves in the spotlight.
Wayne Kiffin came out and said we need to get bigger and more physical in terms of the offensive defensive lines, and that's why he went out and recruited that talent.
Inside the transfer portal, only on SportsGrid.
And now you have to qualify, and these majors, you got to go do it, man. Like, and it just comes off really petty to sit up there and be like, I'm not.
You know what you signed up for, so I don't like the pettiness, and I 100% think Taylor Gooch should be in the major championships. Mm-hmm. So in the same note, I'm saying this, but also it's like, hey, this is the world in which we live in right now, and you don't deserve anything.
Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage late
This sort of
night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Well, this game is end-to-end action. We're in overtime. Only 3 minutes left in OT. Robertson just flicked it in front of the net. Skinner alertly jumped on it. A little scary moment for the Edmonton Oilers. There's been legitimate chances at both sides. Connor McDavid really had an opportunity to end the game, though. And I don't know why he waited. The puck, he had the puck. Like most, like that's the problem of being too skilled. Like some guys in that situation wouldn't think, or like even it would have been just like swinging a baseball bat. They just would have been like bang, like I'm crashing it in. Because with the stick there, if you hit it hard enough, and or at least lifted a freaking foot off the ice, it's going in, right? If you just smack it hard enough, or you just sort of tip it like with your stick, push it in, sort of like shuffleboard. You know what I mean? Just push it in type thing. Except you could see he hesitated. Besser scores on the Canucks a lot like that. But Besser's so fast. Like Besser will tee it up and then boom. And it's like, wow, like, well, that, McDavid tried to do that. Yeah, it was like, dude, just chip it in, chip it. He's getting
dirtiness. Well, he's going to
make a play. I got faith in him. He's going to make a play.
I'm just going to tell you this: if they don't win and they lose this series, he won't shake that for a while. Like that's like life changing, that play right there. Like it's a big deal. Like it's a very, very big deal.
Yeah, if they don't win the series, we'll see what happens in this game. But yeah, we talk about him making a play. He had an opportunity to make a play, and it was like a free goal too. Where the hell is Hyman too? He's done nothing. Absolutely invisible. All right, so
he's got a goal tonight, doesn't he? Hyman's got a goal. He scored their first goal, I think.
I'm not seeing him buzz around here, though.
Dude, McDavid's the problem. Trust me. Out of all the guys,
there's no sustained pressure.
Scored, you're right. But McDavid's
Kane's on the ice here. Maybe something good will happen.
Call a guy McJesus. Start acting like Jesus, then, not one of the peasants. Okay.
All right, Kev. What's your pick for the Panthers and Rangers tomorrow?
I might go back to the Panthers. Sorry, Jack, and all you guys in control. Like, I think the Panthers are amazing. Bobrovsky plays like he did again. I see an under, Gabe. I don't know how you feel about it, but Florida looks so damn good to me. They're a good road team, too. I think I'm going to lean Panthers. What do you think?
I think I'm leaning with the Rangers tomorrow. I think the Panthers are going to win the series, but the series is, I'm not going to say it's on the line tomorrow, but it's a massive game. The Rangers can't afford to go down 0-2. The Rangers, are a good home team. They're not known for being a great road. They take advantage of MSG. I'm going to go back to the under though. I like the under 5.5. I think it'll be another really low scoring, and Shesterkin will have to steal the game for them and stuff. But if the Rangers can't win tomorrow, they're in a lot of effing trouble. I've got the series going over 5.5 games, so I'm pulling for the Rangers as well. Julio, what's your pick?
If the ice surface continues to be horrible at MSG, I'm going to stick with the under 5.5 goals.
Julio, the ice critic right now. Sorry, Julio. MSG's a busy building, buddy. All right? There's a lot of stuff going on there.
No, I don't say it as a bad thing. I just say it as I heard it today from one of the Rangers players complaining about it. So if they're going to complain about it, hey, I think bad ice surface produces bad hockey, which is great for the under.
It's good.
I didn't know the Rangers were complaining about their own ice. They're doomed.
That's not good. Yeah, no, that's not a good
You're
sign.
You're bitching about your own ice, really? Oh, you guys are really that's your problem.
Our ice guy,
MSG.
Yeah, you got that's brutal.
Funny, your ice wasn't a problem all playoffs until now, right? But now suddenly it's a problem because you sucked.
Yeah, that Carolina ice, nice and smooth, baby. Yeah, you're right, Gabe. That's not cool. You don't talk about ice. You got to talk about winning the damn hockey game. Get focused. Your season's
57
big game.
57 seconds left in overtime here. Edmonton, and there's a face-off here. Like I said, Edmonton are really dangerous in these final 30 seconds and minutes of periods. They nearly scored at the end of the game, too. I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to get one shot off here. Like I said, they're very good at this. 45 seconds left in OT. We could be going to double overtime here. One thing, too, you'll notice, Edmonton are a popular team. The league likes them for the most part, but not as much as they like Dallas. And Edmonton got all the calls in their first playoff series. Edmonton got calls against LA. Edmonton got calls against they got calls against Vancouver. It's Dallas that are getting the calls. Now, man, is that McDavid again too? He just had another little chance there.
I would have loved to have known what the odds would have been for a draw in overtime.
Yeah, that's
double
what I
overtime.
want to take too. Double. That's a good call, Julio.
They don't have that. All you got to do is you can bet the money line and stuff after. We'll get Julio's best bets on the other side.